on the 5th of April, that is 2026, it was revealed that there was an emergency meeting that was called. In fact, it was described as a critical meeting that was convened between 1 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. at Budawashe Takwire's Newland offices. In attendance were 7 members of the Zwikananda Politburo, including Owen Muta, known as Touch Bomber. The meeting took place immediately after its return from Ghana. It was called to address the deepening crisis surrounding Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026, which was facing, by the way, massive resistance and internal fracturing. This collapse was being blamed on Budawashe's failure to manage key stakeholder relations, leaving the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 in disarray. So we know that part of the agenda of that particular meeting was to take down Rutendo Matinyarare. Well, it was denied when this information was revealed, even by the likes of Maponga, that indeed ZANU PF was looking at an alternative to take out Rutendo Matinyarare. Well, according to the latest leakages, I don't know, things are always leaking in ZANU PF, left, right, and center. According to the latest leakages, where Maponga was speaking to Rutendo Matinyarare, he confirms that ZANU PF is against Rutendo Matinyarare, and they are looking forward to take him out. And they have got money to do so, and I'll be playing the audio in no time. But let me greet and welcome you to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So I know people are hearing my voice not so good. It was totally out. That's why you saw me disappearing, taking a rest for some time. So let me play the audio of Rutendo.
Cleaner. That is something that I didn't understand. Okay. What does de-escalate look like, Maponga?
Build your bridges at the bottom, make lawyers on top, refocus on your bigger career and agenda on the national and African program. Shift your focus. You're the sickness of the honey badger. Once you bite, you don't let go. And even if you are biting a stick, you are the kind that will die biting a stick only to discover that this thing you are biting is not biting. Remap your agenda for the Africa, the diaspora, the national strategic planning. But once you get yourself consumed on this issue, I'm afraid to tell you, you are making more, and the more credibility you lose over your own country. It's also affecting your bigger brand on the national and international issues. Mark my words.
Okay.
In Botswana, Congo, we discuss. Cameroon, we discuss. Senegal, we discuss. There are 54 articles. Visa holding out against Zimbabwe. You are close at home, family is here, and unfortunately some of the issues that are coming out are much more personal to you at an individual level than at an organizational level. And that you are dragging your brand. You are dragging your brand into a smaller hole than the bigger platform that you had prepared. The night was my brother. With nothing.
I don't have a problem with your advice. My issue is the way you came, when I'm going to put you in the mud and then also clean. That is something that I didn't understand.
You went down. You know what I can do. I know what you can do.
Yeah, we are not threatening it. We are not threatening. We are not threatening each other. I'm trying to make us find each other. Put it. What in the focus on this?
Article not Rutendo on his own. Please don't ask me anything about Rutendo. If you want to talk about money, he must give you the receipt, what he was paid and what he paid me, etc. He must come out clean. So please don't keep on asking me about Rutendo issues. The man is campaign against his sanctions. He's done what he has done. If there's any verification to be done, please deal with him away from me.
So okay, what you were to deal in the way you are suggesting, Saga, is that is it still necessary? Can we to move on? I can de-escalate if you agree. If you disagree, then I might pursue my partner. I thought I'd call you first before I pursue, because how much I respect you. Yeah, and I don't want us to keep escalating. Do not de-escalate. Like you said, it's contaminated now. The dealer Dangote Tanzania, Rutendo Kenya, Trump, remove your eyes a bit from what you're biting right now. Refocus on that and give it a week or two to die off. Never kept green in the Ibomina Shabbat. Because we are not a democracy. We are not voter rush. We have kept green in the whether we agree or not, we are not there on the same road they agree. Definitely. We soil ourselves up. And when I hear your name being mentioned in places where people are talking your destruction. Well, if they're already talking my destruction, then what's the point of us having this discussion?
I don't want any narrated. Don't preempt. Don't come down Roma or Mama him. Let me see if I can reach out to you. You said your piece. That the best you can do. Yeah.
All right, Far Bojos. Dabunzo.
Hey, I'm telling the goods that will store. And the not this route on each other. If you don't know what's there, you're not fight that, you're not fight that, and this. I want to put it on and the power of the market. So I try to get the power. We begin in this, we get a lot of money in our own structures. I mean, this little bit, you can what you see. I think the language in the answer is not a and the United States in Africa. All other people are getting a marine issue. This is that democracy like 15 that you can wait up. This is not an African thing. Story is already like what we know. Why do you want to sanitize it with China? That is not got the first catch. That is a Bushan. That is Bushan. You are almost young in Kumarkin. That is zero in China. And the China which are not in Kumarkin. It is looking at that but we can't change everything at once. Bit by bit. Even the one who takes the criticism. But one of our it will never a threat to anyone, especially to the government. Another woman, we never a threat to them. So we want to start with China very badly. I can go and use a battery. Can actually change it to neutral. This is not a language. So I'm going to retire now with you can. I don't know why you think.
Jana, what prompted you for us to be having this conversation? Chakonza utitishike batashka kutitite conversation inchi.
I received a few messages. When I think over about the Rutendo. You have a Rutendo. And I discovered to make the perception around. One of the believers, I got in Pagabata and Komakuda. Nene was part of the deal. And it looked like you never came out to say Maponga was paid 20,000-40,000 for the land. In the 1 point whatever.
Kana hapi ngayati kana hapi kutokuti embarrassana. You also deny one because what shit exactly. You can come out clean one before.
But zvakaita exactly tese tozvaka Maponga kuti takapuwa mari yekuti vanhu vaende kukoti, mari ikabuda ikapuwa munhu kuda kusimba kuti aende kukoti, ina ndinotombotora kana sendi kubva ipapo.
Kana wadobva statement chindowauza kuti koti yakatora mari yakati, mukoma wakabhadhara mari yakati, ini ndikatora mari yakati, Maponga ndikamupa mari yakati. You clear up that thing. If you don't want to go that route, then sanitize it in the best way you know how. But right now you left me the head on the face. Like Mukoma is corrupting me, giving me money, you got nothing. It is not true. You walked away with 90% of the share.
Don't say I work for 90% of the share. The lawyers. That money was for lawyers.
Yes.
That money was for lawyers. That money was. No, I want us to.
The paymaster.
Wataura inini I've got what I want to say. Inini andinakutora mari yakaenda kucourt. Court yakarwa, there is a record, the lawyers and the payments, they are there. The proof that the case was fought in court is there. The proof that Joe Biden responded to the court case is there. In Basarangu ndakaita Joshua. And
my receipt report 900,000. Mukoma paid me 900,000. Maponga paid me. I paid Maponga 10,000 or 10,000, whatever I want to put there. And clarify the issue.
But then once we're clarifying the issue, it's going to bring Mukoma back. I will explain to you why. The receipts for the courts were 8.9 million. Mukoma Badara 7.8 million. And that means that my lawyers are actually outstanding.
That he was instrumental in fighting his action.
Yes, but I've already spoken about that. I even made that in a video, and I tried week now. Mukoma paid for the legal fees for this fight. But the problem is, if we hash it up again, my lawyers angu arikuta chuda mariedu will then wait to hear me say kuti mariawo iri outstanding iri kubhadharwa rini. Do we want to go back there?
Saka ndakupa permission kuti we should decide unofanira say.
Inini ndikuti what did I
Mira, in a nicely written statement, clarify what you want to clarify without implicating yourself with your lawyers. Even if you need some figures, put it in writing. Starling, company, we had a legal issue and we received help from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And stop there. Wherever I want to stop without putting figures.
Yeah, the problem is we rehearse that, then I have questions of them lawyers calling me, is there still an outstanding amount, could have to budget and so forth and so on. It's a clumsy issue, clumsy situation. In what I'm saying and what I'm agreeing with you. Let us see to focus on building the African brand. It's still a bit of a wet wound. Beyond what you are.
Your local politics and your local impact does not remain with the black tail on it while you are doing other things. If there's a way in which you can sanitize it, in whatever way that is acceptable to you. You have nothing to say. If there's any man I can respect, it's at least Kuda. He helped me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which if I'm just making noise for the sake of noise. But if not put a penny down the sanctions of that's a true story and a true statement.
Which is what I said to him yesterday. Video
and you don't want to take it busy.
When you're busy, I gotta say, when you don't tell Joshua.
Paragraph. So very clear. If you're isolating your friend from your enemies, Mukoma is not your enemy.
I've never said Mkoma is my enemy at all. But the problem is that when we bring these issues, the relationship Mkoma, the legal fees, the fight against sanctions, Zitara Mkoma inevitably comes in because people want a better explanation, a deeper explanation. Even if you Matambo say, you will extort Mkoma, or extort Mkoma, and hey, $1 million you could support the cable. We are trying to get over that chapter. That's the problem.
You're just putting the issue without putting figures.
But
okay, something quite interesting. If you listen to the conversations between Rutendo and Matinyarare, now there is a lot I think that can help us understand the deep-rooted political issues in Zimbabwe and how the money, people's monies are squandered. Just imagine if about 8 million, above 8 million, was given Rutendo Matinyarare to challenge the United States of America. Just imagine what that money could have done if it was directed on economic issues, local economic issues, or focusing on at least creating one industry. This money would have gone a long way in terms of addressing that issue. Now remember, this is an isolated, wasteful expenditure matter in my view, because you cannot fight sanctions in such a way and win. Of course, they claim victories, but I don't think you can fight sanctions. We know what is needed to be done in Zimbabwe in order for sanctions to be eradicated, as long as we still have got the ZANU PF, which is trampling on the rights of the citizens of Zimbabwe. If ZANU PF was winning the hearts of the citizens of Zimbabwe without trampling on the rights of the citizens, then we will not talk of sanctions. There is a talk of sanctions because ZANU PF has failed to democratize Zimbabwe. It's quite interesting, the revelations that have come through as Rutendo Matinyarare was trying to clarify these matters. It gives us a clear picture of what we are dealing with, especially when we talk about Zimbabwe. It's quite an interesting audio, and I know that history is recording, and definitely these are issues that have to be revisited, especially when the dust settles down. Now, according also what Maponga raised is that Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3, he claimed that people are supporting it. There is absolutely no people who are supporting that Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. If people were supporting it, why not subjecting it to a referendum? So it was just a statement that was thrown by Maponga. And also saying they want to pursue this and revealing, as I started recording this video, revealing that indeed ZANU PF goons wanted to get rid of Rutendo Matinyarare because they see him as a loose cannon. He knows a lot in terms of national secret services information, not information which is fabricated or just mere analysis. But he is helping us now, because some of the things that they are saying, we have always predicted that this may be happening, but we didn't have hard evidence. Now Rutendo Matinyarare brings into the fore the hard evidence, prima facie evidence, to actually see the picture of what is happening in Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. As long as the voice is able to come out, I think I'll be coming more frequently today. Okay, Ncube Mhlabane is signing out. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast.